Hey everybody, so I thought I would give you a behind the scenes look at the Wells Family Light Show. So currently outside, it's early in the morning, and so I have the flashlight on. I apologize if the wind's blowing into the microphone. It's Oklahoma, I can't control that. So we're gonna start over here with an outlet box that we actually had to have put in this year by a guy named Harry Potter, coincidentally. 8 outlets, each on their own fuse. We're going to take a look at one of the boxes here. This is a box. We use a software called Lightorama. Inside these boxes is just a circuit board. It has two Ethernet ports, and that's the signal that these boxes use. It runs over Ethernet. Each of these boxes has two. Oops, pop that out. Each of these boxes has 2 plugins, and then it outputs 16. And you can see here I've labeled them. So, for instance, how the software recognizes these 16 features is Unit 7, Channel 14. And so whatever in the software, whenever I turn that on, it's going to turn just this one on. So we're going to take a look now at some of the cool. I'm going to take you on a little tour of all the lights. So, and the wind's going to blow on this. Sorry. So we'll walk out here to the tunnel. This is a brand new addition this year. We built it out of electrical conduit, which is just this stuff right here. Fairly strong but bendable. We just bent it around that tree. And then once you get up top, some gray PVC just comes over. And then the lights are strung across using a mesh kind of plastic stuff. Learned a lot of stuff this year about this. We're not going to do it like this again. If you can look, you can see how that's slanted. Trying to keep the lights so tight has ended up pulling this stuff and bending it some, so we're not going to do that again. We're just going to build it out of metal. As for channels, there are 32 up and down strands of lights. Actually, there's 3 strands per channel. Ooh, wind's cold. So the lights start, this is channel 1, it goes up, comes back over, and then it ends right here, and then you go to channel 2. So it gives it a higher density of lights. Okay, make sure not to trip over those cords. I did that whenever I tried recording this 10 minutes ago. So we've got our trees, beautifully strung by my mother, who has helped out a lot with all this process. My dad has too, but he actually helped a lot with the tunnel. He just can't get on ladders because he has a tendency to want to fall off, and I'm not okay with that. So then we've got these small little trees here. They're the same kind of conduit. They're just stuck in the ground. We didn't anchor them really in any way, and that's okay. Oh, Frosty's hanging on. He's having a heyday. So then we come to the centerpiece, which is our lovely tree. There are 8 strands of each color, and there are 3 colors, so there's 24 strands. We actually have 2 boxes that run this. One is, you can see there's one through there, and another one's hidden underneath that present. These boxes are locked. I unlocked that one for showcase purposes, but they are locked with a screw and a lock. So, unfortunately, I just noticed this strand of green is half out, so I'm going to come out tomorrow and fix that. I bought these off of 1000bulbs.com, and they have not been of quality. I'm very disappointed in them. This is probably the 7th strand I've had go out in between this year and last year, and you have to pay to send them back. It's kind of worthless. I believe I have extras laying around, so I'm gonna hope so. Green is it's a very difficult color to find. On the other hand, ChristmasLightsEtc.com, who is, if you all have been paying attention, has been who we won the best tree last year from, as well as a weekly winner, and we got $100. We're in the running for $1,000 this year, so please go vote. Please, we can vote once per day. We're behind the leaders, but 50% just comes off votes, 50% off of the judges. So, but that's $1,000 right there, and that would be great to add to this, especially getting inflatables for next year. We have a plan next year to put the inflatables and some lights. He's got some lights go outside, that's why he's so dark. We got a plan to put the inflatables and some of the other stuff, like maybe the wiener dog and the wiener dog inflatable, in the backyard and have people control them online. So we'll have the music in the front and then controlling them online in the back, which which would be very cool. And it's not the first time it's been done, but I'm hoping to get it the best. I haven't found one that really has a good interface and is very user-friendly, so I would really enjoy doing that. Here are the box, well, these are the box, but here are the arches, and each one of these arches has 8 channels, 8 strands of light. We've had the center 2 since the beginning. The outer 2 we built this year. My mother and my father wound them just out of some old multicolor lights we had. They are not LEDs. Most, oh, tripped over that. You can't see it. Most of the stuff we run is LEDs. There are some cases where we don't run LEDs. In the case of the arches, for example, or these lights down here, it's just cheaper in the end to go get the 50 or 100 count. As for the big large tree, these are LEDs, so energy efficient, and we won $500, $600 technically last year, so we might as well spend them on good quality lights, just not from the one website. These are our, what we call chicken balls. They're made out of chicken wire. It's a horrible name, but it's easy to identify them. They're made from chicken wire, and then you just wrap strings around, strings of lights around, and they're really cool looking. So then we got our just spiral trees from Walmart here. Got some spiral stars, or not spiral stars, but some just stars. Another box. And of course the wreaths, the house lights, we have one bulb out and we need to fix that. And finally we're going to come up here to the front porch. We do have a camera that is always watching out here, because last year we had vandals come by and cut some strings of lights, and I'm not okay with that, because stop, you're ruining Christmas cheer for some people. I'm gonna turn the camera around. The head of the homeowners association came by a few days ago and stated how his granddaughter loved coming and watching the lights. They were happy we did it for the neighborhood, which means a lot to us. It was something that, it was kind of a spur of the moment thing 3 years ago, and I'm really glad we did it. A lot of people enjoyed it. I enjoy putting up the lights. I mean, you have to start in October. I'm totally cool with that. So we appreciate it. That's why we're doing this. We're starting to add more stuff, starting to do some other things, and it just brings Christmas cheer. You know, Christmas is about family. It's about having fun. Don't worry about the presents. They're going to be gone in 10 years anyway. You're either going to break it or get a new one. So have fun, enjoy your family. All right, enough of the sad stuff. We have an FM transmitter. That's how the music gets taken into your car. I'm sorry if I'm talking fast, my face is cold. This is just the antenna. Comes up. I tied it to the top of the, that's my hand. I tied it to the top of the lights up there. Then we got this old Christmas tree that is small but it's beautiful, and some LED snowflake lights we got several years ago. And of course we got Santa and Frosty's hanging on back there again. And now we're gonna go inside and look at the software. Let's get inside here. So this is the software. It's Lightorama, and it's just like a big coloring book. Each one of these columns is a beat of the music, or a half beat. You can see how it gets smaller over here. Each row is a channel. So house lights, the left to left cross, the left right cross, and the naming can get kind of confusing. So all those Ethernet cords are plugged into each box. So we have a converter down here that takes USB signal, turns it into Ethernet signal in layman's terms, and I don't even know completely how it works. It's just it converts. It's awesome. It converts. Then this Ethernet cord goes outside into one of the boxes, into one of the plugins. Then the other plugin, you take an Ethernet cord from that one, and then you take it to another box. So you just daisy chain them all together. And then this is our FM transmitter. You can see 95.9 is our signal, and this just plugs in via 3.5 millimeter. And that's pretty much it. You can see we just got a camera here that we're working on to see if we can stream online. It's proving to be quite difficult for some reason. And so that's pretty much it. So thank you all for joining. Please vote, and have a Merry Christmas.